Am I cursed? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Am I cursed? There was a time in life about a decade and a half ago that I asked myself repeatedly, am I cursed? Am I someone that's just supposed to have a hard life, deal with a lot of challenges and hardships and be cursed with constantly having setbacks in life? And then over the last 15 years, as I continue to grow my businesses and develop my ability to speak on stage and meet tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, and people who are very successful, like Tony Robbins and David Goggins and the Ed Milettes of the world, and be able to sit in green rooms with them and talk to them and interact with them and pick their minds and ask them questions, I realized every single person who's achieved anything great in life has the ability to build resiliency. And the higher your resiliency, the more you can deal with adversity. And as it turns out, every single one of these people that I talked about, and maybe even you, have experienced a lot of hardship, adversity, and probably more than your share of, right? Because that is life, my friends. Life is not supposed to be easy. Life is not supposed to be predictable. Life is supposed to be hard and difficult, come with its sets of challenges and unknowns, and it is our job to solve these things. And if we can build resiliency, we can push through the hardship. What is resiliency? Well, it's your ability to push through hard things. It is your ability to suffer a setback and then bounce back quicker. It is your ability to create forward momentum even when things are not favorable, even when the odds are stacked against you and the potential for a positive outcome is lower than normal, right? That is resiliency, to be able to mentally, physically, and emotionally bounce back from hardship. So how do we build resiliency? Well, I figured it out since I'm 50 years old now. I've built a lot of companies. I've hired and fired a lot of people. I've led and managed people, and I get to speak from stage several times a month and interact with thousands of people and see some of the most successful people, from pro athletes to amazing entrepreneurs and rock stars. And I get to see exactly how they have dealt with adversity. And make no mistake about it, my level of hardship, your level of hardship, their level of hardship is all the same. Guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Koulian Show. If you are into having better health and you want more energy, if you want to have a stronger immune system so you don't get sick as much, and you want to fight off inflammation in your gut and in your joints, then the new and improved Truly Wellness Shot is for you. This is the best, newest version that we've ever created. It is packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, ginger, turmeric, zinc, B12, sodium, potassium, magnesium, astragalus, and echinacea. It is there to help you get more healthy. It is there to give you more energy. It is there to give you immune support and to help fight off inflammation throughout your body so that you can go dominate your day. I want you to try this, a 30-day supply for 50% off. Just go to trulean.com, use my code BEDROS, and you will get half off. You will get free shipping. $1 of your order will go to Shriners Children's Hospital. And on top of that, you get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So if you don't like the product, and we have yet to have anyone return the product, just let us know. We'll give you a full refund. And if you decide it is the best thing for you, like thousands of other people have, then stay on board to the Trulian Tribe. And every month, we will send you a new order for 30-day supply for 20% off, free shipping, and $1 from every one of those orders will go towards Shriners Children's Hospital, where we're going to do a lot of good together. So here's what I want you to do. Go to trulean.com, use my name, Bedros, to get 50% off your first order of the Subscribe and Save, and build your body, build your health, build your energy as we do a lot of good together. Now back to the show. The people that have achieved higher levels of success, happiness, a more meaningful life have greater levels of what? Resiliency. So how do we build it? 3 different ways. Thing number 1. You want to be able to reframe adversity as a positive. Most people see adversity and they go, shit, man, here it is. Things are going wrong for me. Things aren't working out. I'm the victim of circumstance again. This bad thing happened. I wasn't planning for it. It was unpredictable. And now I have to suffer because of it, right? That is the victim mindset. But if you can reframe adversity, you can go, all right, it sucks that this happened. I don't think I deserve this. I don't think I'm cursed. However, bad things happen to good people. So what is the lesson in this? What can I acquire from this as a tool so that if this problem happens again further down the road in my life, I could deal with it. I could deal with it better. I could have a better solution for it. What is the opportunity in this? Because as Napoleon Hill says, every adversity comes with its equal share of a seed of opportunity, but we have to look for it. We have to find it. We have to reframe adversity into a positive and say, what is the lesson that God or the universe is trying to teach me from this adversity so that I can push through it? So learn to reframe adversity as a positive thing, a lesson, an opportunity for you to learn, take, and move forward in life, right? And if you can do that, you're going to do really well. What is the next thing that you want to do? Well, you want to understand that you can only control the controllables, right? You can only control the controllables. Oftentimes, people spend too much time, energy, effort, money trying to control things that are outside of your control, whether it's politics, whether it's the economy, whether it's what's happening overseas in a war that quite honestly, I don't think we should be a part of, but that's a whole nother video. Control the controllables. What is the planning that you can do for your life and for your family? What is the preparation that you could see? What is the amount of effort that you could put out? And if you could control the controllables, and there's a lot more things that you can control than you think. Your workout, what you eat, when you wake up, the type of stuff you listen to and people you surround yourself by, right? Think about it. Are you just aimlessly scrolling through social media? Are you surrounding yourself with negative, dumb shit people who are just pulling you down, right? There's so many things you can control. How much effort are you putting into life, into your work, into your family, into your marriage, into your relationships, into your health? All those things are so controllable, yet we tend to want to control on the things that are not necessarily within our grasp. So begin to control the controllables. Some of the most successful people, some of the most highly purpose-driven people also know how to control the controllables, and then they cope with the things that they can't control. Because I know you were going to ask that question. Well, Bedros, that's cool. I'll control the controllables, but what do I do about the things that I can't control? You learn to cope with them better, right? By going to that first lesson, which is see adversity as a reframed way of finding opportunity. Does this make sense? I think this is making sense. So what is the third thing? The third thing is stress inoculation. Create opportunities for stress inoculation for yourself. All that means is instead of waiting for a bad thing to happen so you can start dealing with it, don't wait for the bad thing to happen. Create opportunities that increase your ability to deal with stress easier, to deal with adversity easier, to deal with hardship easier. How do you do this? Well, if you have a cold pool, jump in the cold pool. If you have a plunge, go do a plunge every morning, right? Like, it's hard. It doesn't feel good. It's not exciting. I'm about to head to the gym and do a really tough workout. And quite honestly, I got a lot on my plate today as the founder and CEO of multiple different companies, right? However, I'm going to put those things aside and I'm going to go and put myself through hardship. I'm going to have an awesome workout. I'm going to do 12 minutes after that of Ride the Lightning, which is a finisher that just absolutely smokes me. And then I can walk into my headquarters later today in a better frame of mind because I have created an opportunity for stress inoculation. I create moments that are controlled of stress so that I could become better at dealing with them when they come up, when they are not within those controlled moments of life. You understand that, right? Stress inoculation. And the higher your stress inoculation, the more you become a thermostat instead of a thermometer, right? Let's talk about that for a moment. A thermometer, if you bring a thermometer into a room, it'll rise up to the temperature of the room. A thermostat in the room sets the temperature in the room, right? I want to be a thermostat. I want to walk into a room where things are chaotic, that things aren't going right. There's a lot of uncertainty, and they go, Bedros is here. The thermostat is here. He will create calm from chaos. He will help us get organized. He will help us find a solution. I want to be the thermostat. And if you are able to build stress inoculation, you become the thermostat in the room and not the thermometer that ends up coming into a room and you're calm and you're collected and everything's going great. Then you come in and everyone's going crazy. And so you end up going crazy and now you're stressed out and you don't have the answers. You're part of the problem. I don't ever want to be part of the problem. Stress inoculation is super important. On top of controlling the controllables and then coping with what you can't control and then reframing adversity as an opportunity of lessons and tools that you can grasp and move forward in life. Makes sense, right? And if you do these three things over and over again in life, guess what happens? You end up building a lot of resiliency. And when you build resiliency, you can push through the inevitable hardships of life. I hope you got a lot of value from this. If there's any other things that you have done in life personally that have helped you build more resiliency, leave them in the comments below so everyone can benefit from them. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you all. Remember this, that average is the enemy, that success is your responsibility, and change can take place in an instant if you are willing to flip the switch. Peace.